Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In my previous lecture, I have discussed about the capital budgeting technique, that is the net present value or NPV, in which we had discussed that it indicates the difference between the present value of the future cash flow discounted at the cost of capital with its initial investment. However, in case of profitability index, we are not dealing with the difference. We are dealing with the division. That is the division of these two values. Here we are discussing that present value of the future cash flow discounted at the cost of capital divided by initial investment for a particular period of time, and the result will be equal to the profitability index or cost benefit analysis. This is the most commonly used or practiced technique for the financial analyst. Its mathematical expression is that cash flow of the first year divided by 1 plus r power 1. Here the CF is the cash flow of the period and r is the rate of interest. Similarly, cash flow of the first year discounted at the cost of capital and then added the cash flow of the second year discounted at the cost of capital. Similarly, for the different periods, we calculate these figures, then we will combine this figure and will divide it by the initial investment. So the result that we found that profitability index is if equal to 1. So we should be indifferent. We may accept or reject the project because the figure 1 indicates the present value of the future cash flow discounted at the cost of capital is just equal to the initial investment of the project. We are at the break-even situation. The same situation is that when NPV is equal to 0. Here is the situation, the profitability index is equal to 1. When NPV is equal to 0, we are indifferent because we are at the break-even situation, and the same situation here is when profitability index is equal to 1. If profitability index is greater than 1, it means the inflow is the higher than the outflow, means the present value of the future cash flow discounted at the cost of capital is greater than the initial investment of the project. So we will accept the project. In case of NPP, here the situation will be the NPV will be positive. The result will be the more than the 0. So here the situation is greater than 1. It means both method agree with each other. And if the profitability index is less than 1, means we will reject the project because the present value of the future cash flow discounted at the cost of capital is lesser than the initial investment. It means that inflow is lesser and outflow is too much high. When we talk about the NPV, here is a situation when the NPV is negative, less than 0. It means when we check the project with the NPV, if the NPV result says that project should be accepted, the profitability index results also agree with the NPV and vice versa. So this was a brief view about the profitability index. I hope you will like it. Please share it and subscribe it. And in the upcoming lectures, we will solve the numerical questions relating to the NPV, profitability index, payback method, and internal rate of return. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.